morning, Sergeant Sandquist and audience. My name is Specialist Flowers, and I'm here to do a brief about leader attributes. This video is unclassified. During my brief, I will discuss how the leader attributes are necessary to be a good leader. I will cover each attribute and provide examples. Then we'll go on to our conclusion, and then we'll have questions. A soldier ranked as an NCO does not make him a great leader. He's a great leader when he promotes the leader attributes. The leader attributes are character, intellect, and presence. Examples are the Army values, being tactically and technically knowledgeable, and having military and professional bearing. With these qualities, the soldier has been made into a great leader. So the first attribute is character. We become just by performing just actions, temperate by performing temperate actions, brave by performing brave actions, as said by Aristotle. Character is a trait that cannot be learned overnight. Character must be instilled daily by performing moral actions. Character can easily be lost if the soldier lacks discipline, loses interest, and lacks mental agility. It's really up to that soldier to continue on in the process of character. So for example, basic training in the Army values. In basic training, the drill sergeants instill the Army values by going through vigorous tasks, trials, and tests that push your mental and your physical state beyond its breaking point. So the Army values are loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage, otherwise known as leadership. So if they're trying to teach you loyalty, the things that you think about is, are you loyal to the Constitution? Are you loyal to your commander? Are you loyal to your drill sergeants? Are you loyal to your team, your platoon? Duty. Did you finish basic training? Did you do all the tasks that you needed to do and fulfill them to get past basic training? Respect. Do you respect the peers around you? Do you respect your drill sergeants? Do you respect yourself? Selfless service. Are you helping those who are struggling? Are you helping them pass their PT test? Are you helping them pass their weapons qual? Honor. Are you putting yourself to the highest standard? Are you passing at the highest standard? Integrity. Are you doing what's right? Personal courage. Do you face your fears? A person who upholds these Army values and upholds character is Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a social activist that played an enormous role in the American Civil Rights Movement. He made many decisions knowing the consequences without using violence. He led the Montgomery bus boycott and the March on Washington. He was targeted with bombs, knives, and prison, and he was assassinated in 1968 by being shot while standing on the balcony of a motel. Because of his resiliency, he left a mark on American society and helped end segregation. He was resilient and had an amazing mental agility, as the attempted assassinations only reinforced his dedication to nonviolence. Martin's mental agility allowed him to be flexible in mind and adapt to situations that he had no control over. So when he was in prison, he was writing a lot of letters, and he was still able to lead up until his death. But mental agility is not only a characteristic of character, but it's also important for intellect. For intellect, the soldier needs to be flexible in mind, critically think, offer advice, and have sound judgment. An example of that is Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill was a prime minister of Britain. And back in World War II, he and Germany were, battling, and Winston Churchill was actually in the bottom of that fight. So he did something that was very dangerous, but very brave. He planned military and political decisions to create the Big Three alliance with Russia and the United States. The thing about these is the three leaders did not actually trust one another, but they came together to not only defeat Germany, but Japan and Italy as well. Winston Churchill is known for his dedication in the war and his inspirational speeches. His inspirational speeches brought a certain presence to him. It showed his presence was very caring and very empathetic. So having a strong presence is important for that scenario, but also important for the military. Personal appearance is important. It demonstrates the pride and self-discipline you feel as a soldier in the Unionist Army. Being neat and well-groomed contributes to the esprit in your unit. But presence is not only about your outward appearance, but it's also about your demeanor, your attitude, and your confidence. So, for instance, a cranky manager can ruin the workplace atmosphere for everyone he supervises. Pervasively negative attitudes can have a detrimental effect on performance, causing employees to become apathetic and despondent. So, to emphasize on that, if you have a supervisor who is very angry, who's very demanding, who is very arrogant, who thinks that he's just the boss and that you should follow his rules, what happens is his negative aspects then fall on the subordinates, and it makes the subordinates unmotivated. It makes the subordinates not want to be there. And so then that drops performance, and it doesn't allow you to really achieve the mission that you're looking for. So instead of a cranky manager or someone who has a horrible attitude, we want leaders who are confident and that they genuinely care. So confident leaders, they genuinely believe in their ability to make a difference. And not only do they believe that, they actually put that towards their actions. So what does a leader without these attributes look like? A leader without the attributes would just be a boss, just like we stated with the cranky manager. Some of the characteristics that this person may have is they don't care about the job, they don't care about their subordinates, they are weak-minded, they are afraid, they don't have that bravery or the creative mindset to come up with great ideas. They are selfish, they are arrogant, they are unmotivated, and they are very demanding. So in conclusion, leaders make a difference by promoting the leader attributes. They need these. The leader uses his actions, his knowledge, and his demeanor to lead his subordinates down the right path. He presents himself clean with pride and promotes the Army values. He leads by example, making critical decisions and having technical and tactical knowledge. The one thing that I want you to remember from here is that a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Does anyone have any questions? This concludes my brief.